Picture the one stock everyone's going to wish they'd bought. You already own it. Not because you got lucky, because you got in before it was public. Before the IPO, before the funding round even closed, before the company had a name anyone recognized. Every private deal, every startup round still closed to the public. Every IPO at the price before the rest of the world is even allowed to buy. You're already inside every one of them. No minimum, no application, no form asking if you're rich enough to qualify. You didn't get picked for this. You were just always going to be here. Start small. A startup nobody's heard of yet. You get the terms before the round even closes. You say yes without hesitating for even a second. You didn't have to know anyone, didn't have to be anyone. The terms just showed up, and you said yes. 3 weeks later, it's worth more. Not a fortune, just real. And it cost you nothing extra to be first. No app crashing at 9:30, hoping the allocation didn't sell out already. You were in before there was anything to refresh. This is what it feels like when nobody's standing between you and the deal. No waiting list, no round closed to new investors, no missed window. Just in. One deal in, and you already get it. This is normal for somebody, somewhere every single day. Tonight, it's normal for you. Now it gets bigger. A company you've actually heard of. Still private, still months from going public. You're in. Then the one everyone will eventually say they always believed in. You believed in it first. At the price from before the world found out. The next one's bigger still. A name you'll see on every headline in 6 months. Right now, nobody outside this deal has heard of it. You already own a piece. Then, a name you actually recognize. One you assumed you'd never get near until it was already trading. You got near it months ago. Bigger names, bigger checks, same result every time. You're early. No scrambling to refresh a page at 9:30 in the morning. No missing the window because your phone buffered 2 seconds too long. You were already in, long before there was a window to miss. You stop reading the fine print because you don't need to. Early is early, no matter what the deal turns out to be. Fourth deal, fifth. You've stopped counting the names. It doesn't matter which ones. You already know how this part goes. No losing streak to explain later. No deal that quietly falls apart. Just win after win, and you're first on every single one. This is the part that feels the best. Not the money, the certainty. Knowing you got there before there was even a line to be first in. No losses to explain later either. Just an unbroken streak, deal after deal, like someone already knows how every story ends. Stop. Here's the part that isn't hypothetical. Every what if on this channel is made up. This one has real numbers attached to it, and none of them are made up. When a company goes public, retail investors, people like you, buying through a normal brokerage account, typically get 5 to 10% of the shares. The rest goes to institutions. Before the stock ever trades in public, before you can even click buy, the deal is already split, and you were never in the room where that happened. Here's what that early access is actually worth. Since 1980, the average US IPO has jumped 19% on its very first day of trading. Not a lucky year? Not one cherry-picked stock. 45 years of data across every kind of market, and that's still the average. Last year ran even hotter. The average first day pop for a 2025 IPO, 29.3%. In a single day. Gone before most people were even allowed to buy in. And here's the part that actually stings. Sometimes brokerages do let regular investors into an IPO at the same price as everyone else. Dedicated access programs built specifically to close that gap. You'd think that solves the problem. It doesn't. Deals opened up to retail investors like that have underperformed other IPOs from the same period by about 20 percentage points in their first year. The good deals still go somewhere else. You just get let into a room and told it's the same room. It's not that the door is locked, it's that there are two doors, and you can only ever see the one that's already open to you. Put it together, and the picture is simple. There's a price before the public price. Most of the real gains happen in that gap. You're not invited into it, and on the rare occasion you are, you're handed the version that already underperforms. None of this needed a hypothetical. It's just how the market has worked the whole time, before this video started and after it ends. Nothing's changed about what you were just holding. In the fantasy, same deals, same gains, same certainty, but it doesn't feel like winning anymore. It feels like finding out the rules that were already running the whole time. Underneath the excitement, somewhere out there, somebody is always standing on the early side of the deal. You just didn't know that side had a name, or that it usually isn't yours. It's not a secret club. It's not even hidden. It's just quiet. Nobody advertises which side of the door you're on. This was never really about luck. It was about being let in before the door closes on everyone else. And the strange part, you wouldn't have done anything to earn it. You'd have just happened to be standing in the right spot at the right moment for reasons that had nothing to do with you. That's the whole trick of a fantasy like this one. It's never about being clever. It's about being let in. And everyone left outside never got a vote on that. Nobody in this fantasy ever told you no. That's the part that should feel unusual. Most of the real world runs on somebody eventually telling you no. Outside this hypothetical, there's no version of this that's actually yours, not by default. If you buy stock the normal way, through an app, after the IPO, after the headlines, you're not early. You're the buyer at the far end of the line, after the private rounds, after the offer price, after the pop already happened. You're buying what's left over. Every time. No special access required. That's not a hypothetical. That's just Tuesday, already the default setting on your account, before you ever opened it. Every hot IPO headline you've ever read, the gain already happened before you read the headline. That's not bad luck. That's the order things happen in. You don't need a hypothetical to notice it. You just needed someone to point at the gap and name it. This isn't a call to fix it. It's just a fact you didn't have 5 minutes ago. And it was already true for every deal you've ever seen described as hot after the fact. The fantasy stops there. The tears don't. So now you know they exist, and you know which one you're actually standing on. You know it every time you see a hot IPO pop up in your feed a day after it happened. You know it every time an app tells you a round is already fully allocated. Next time something gets called an opportunity, does that change how you look at it? You already know the answer. You just haven't had to say it out loud yet. Not until right now.